Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. We left off way back over at Ostforod and spent some time at the Farmers Fair going on as well. We are still collecting Farmers Fair tokens as you see right here, and we are collecting Bounders tokens as well. And having a fun time. Hope to get our horse soon. Probably go trade in for that today. Maybe a few other things, a few of the cosmetics and some of the stuff like the mushroom ring and the chicken coop for our yard. Those are wonderful things. But we decided we'd travel back on up here, the Gloaming Falls and the Even Rills area, and start working against the Garadan, since we have all these quests that we need to work on. One of them, of course, rolling the rills. We've got these 3 people at the camp to help out. And, of course, threat from the north, we have people at the camp to help out. Then we have the solution to the riddle. If you remember the riddle that we've been following the stone markers about, supposedly the riddle is way up there in the Garadan camp somewhere as the final marker with the solution. So let's see if we can't help some of these people. First one I'm going to check here is Rimanilf, the boat keeper. He's got a couple of quests, pouches of poison.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
We do not know how long the Garadan have been encamped within the pools of the Even Rills. They might have already done great damage to the lake. We must know what they are doing there. The Garadan believe in nature and its abilities and powers, though they do not understand whence those powers derive. While we use the virtues instilled therein by the Valar for good and healing, they use it for more nefarious purposes. They should have gathered up several pouches of herbs and plants they are using within the pools. Find and bring me those pouches. I may be able to determine what exactly they are poisoning the lake with, and if need be, may be able to concoct a cure. Very good. Now, his other quest, wards at the Garadan.
Mind my words, traveler.
I have devised a plan to deal with the Garadan and have proposed it to Erikael. She agrees on this course of action. As for this plan, we, and by that I'm afraid I mean you, shall steal several of the wards that the Garadan have scattered about their encampments. I believe you know them well enough, as you've brought one here before. These wards are simple tribal symbols, commonly used to keep evil spirits at bay by superstitious cultures. That is not to say that such spirits do not occasionally roam the world in one form or another, but I'm afraid a simple chunk of wood would do little to deter them. In any case, I need you to gather several of these and bring them to me. Then we can embark on the rather more clever part of this plan. Oh, it looks like we are going to be defeating the Prime Directive and messing with a primitive culture, screwing around with their development and their beliefs. Alright, who do we have over here? Erikael. How many more quests do I have left? Ooh, I can get 9 more quests. She apparently has several of her own. Tears of Purity. This Onod may be older than me. Onod is what the elves call the Ents. How old are you, baby?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Tears of Purity. It used to be a rare sight to see Longbow weep. In the many years I've been here with him, it happened once, maybe twice per year, usually when a sapling he knew got snapped in a storm. Over these past few months, it has happened more frequently. The pain even dim his feeling is slowly killing him. While these tears are created from pain and evil, they are a great force for life and good. Take this vial. It contains a few tears which I gathered last week. Pour them into the pools at the top of the Even Rim. The waters will be purified and restored. Alright. Garadan relics.
Will you lend me your ear?
Greetings, traveler. It is not often that we receive visitors here so far from the open roads, but you are welcome to stay a little while if you wish. Take care around Longbow, though. He is a bit short-tempered for an Onod and has little trust for the folk of Eriador. In fact, if you would gain his trust, there is a small matter with which you might aid us. An unusual tribe of men called the Garadan have recently came down from the mountains to the north, and they have begun to hunt these lands. Thus far they seem little more than savages, but they are hostile to most whom they meet, and I have no intention of allowing them to disturb us here in the eave spires. Nevertheless, my husband Lithufwen frowns on unnecessary slaughter. Therefore I wish to learn more about the Gardain before I take further steps to drive them away. But it falls to me to maintain the watch upon this grove, and I have little time for such expeditions. If you could surreptitiously gather a few relics from their encampments in the hills north of here, bring them to me, I might learn a great deal more about them, for I have dwelt with a great many tribes of men and others in my years, and many of their customs and symbols are familiar to me. So as you see there, she frowns on unnecessary slaughter. Necessary slaughter is perfectly okay. Told you, these elves, these rangers, I'm really wondering if I'm working for the right side. Hunting the hunters. I am afraid that speaking with the Gardain is unlikely to buy us anything. They are very nearly feral creatures, and the influence of the orcs means they are unlikely to look upon elves such as myself kindly at all. If they discover us here, there is every likelihood that they will attempt to drive us out, and while neither Longbow nor I would allow it, to have such bloodshed occur on our very doorstep would wound Lithufwen deeply, and I do not wish to involve him so. I would ask you to hunt down some small number of their hunters and warriors that have wandered south of the river. Not so many as to cause them grievous hurt, but enough to warn them that these lands are not theirs, nor are they welcome here. It would also be best if you could find one of their leaders, for such tribes are often deeply superstitious, and the loss of such a leader can set them back greatly in fear. Alright, once again, slaughter, slaughter, slaughter. Would you like me to bring you their eyeballs while I'm at it? I'm just checking. It wouldn't be any more of a trouble. Meagovanen. Lithufwen? Your wife thinks you're something of a wuss, my friend. Just want you to know that. Just helping you out.
Meagovanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Shaman from the north. So, Longbow has sensed that the Evenrills are threatened. He has never been wrong, so even though I have not seen what he feels, I trust this threat to be real. The enemy is likely the Gardain, men from the north, the cold waste of Fortical. They dabble in the dark alchemy and evil magics, things that turn nature into abominations. Clear out the camp they have at the Evenrills. If even a few remain, then more will come. Apparently he doesn't mind slaughter whatsoever. He's also got comments he'll make on these two.
Meagovanen.
Erkiel has asked you to do battle with the Gardain, hasn't she? I'm afraid that she is too old and set in her ways to accept counsel in such matters from such as I, unless she comes to me for such advice. Good Lord, what a marriage we got. She thinks he is a wimp, and he says she is getting too old. I like this couple. Erkiel was born in long ages past, when the long wars against the enemy made skill at war paramount, and she does not easily forget those ways when she feels that our place here may be threatened, even when there may be a better way. Nice. Gardan relics?
Meagovanen.
I see that Erkiel has convinced you to help her deal with the Gardain who have intruded on these forests. That is well, for they are becoming a growing problem of late. Please take care, however. My dear Erkiel's methods can sometimes be a bit harsh. Okay. I like this couple. It's nice to know that the elves are not all happy, happy, joy, joy, flowers and trees and love of my life, oh, my soulmate. It's good to know that they bicker and fight amongst each other as well. Okay, so right up here is where we're going to go. I think we see a few volunteers on the far shore there. So right after I go and get me a new cup of coffee, we're going to cross the little stream here and go hunting us some Gardan. Be right back. And we have returned. Alright. Let's come down here, see if we can't start gathering some of these items that they're wanting us to get, including just slaughtering a few. I'm going to turn our speed on. We're going to go into hiding. We're going to go to the quiet knife. Diversion. Distract. And Uh-oh. I just realized I'm still holding a fishing pole. I had better get an actual weapon into my hand. Okay, that was embarrassing. But I think we'll take him down here in just a second. Alright, defeated the Garadan Gorge Stalker. Now, do we have our weapons back where they need to be? Yes. That's my primary. Okay, very good. That was embarrassing. I've been spending so much time fishing and everything. In the festival, that afraid I did not realize I've been walking around all this time with my fishing rod in my hand. So let's see, just for giggles, if we can do this one correctly this time. That's right, come right on down. So we need to kill 8 of you gorge stalkers. It's nice to have them volunteer like that. I don't want to attract that bear, however. Ah, crap. Oh well. Looks like the bear is going to leave me alone for the moment. Got to remember to use the distraction and all that before I get up next to them. Uh-oh, knock it off. Your net will only hold me so long. Alright. Well, that's 2 gorge stalkers. What about the other one? Yeah, the other one wants 8 gorge stalkers, so there you go. You know what we're going to be doing for a while? We're going to be going after all these tribesmen up here and seeing if we can't lower their numbers a little bit. No point going into hiding until that goes away. There we are. Because every time we took damage, it would just take us out of sneak. Ooh, did he resist it? Maybe. Haven't had one resist before. Yeah, shut up. Howling like a wolf's not gonna help you. Alright, 1 tribesman down. There you go. There's some more platinum for you, Mind Fiend. That's what we're gonna be up to. So after we thin these numbers up some, okay, we've got some claws as well. After we've thinned up the numbers some, we will be rejoining you. Hey folks, we are going along. The slaughter continues well. We've defeated 4 of the tribesmen. We've gotten 5 of the gorge stalkers so far. 4 of the tribesmen for this quest. We've gotten all of the makeshift claws that we needed for whichever one of these, hunting the hunters, whichever one of these quests it was, they got it for us. I was going to show you at the top of this hill here. We've just been following right on up along the riverbank all the way. The Swift Brook is the stream that empties out right down there next to where the elf camp is. We just followed that up, and up here there's a campsite fire. To show you on the map, you'll see right there, roughly in that location is where you have a campsite. So if you're wanting to set up one where you can summon people and that sort of thing, that's where you go. Now I'm going to continue on up into these hills. Just to give you a warning, there is a log bridge that crosses the Swift Brook. You can see a branch of it right there. There's a log that crosses across. It takes you right over to that stone giant fortress where we were at earlier when we were trying to find that other marker. So just to give you a little warning there, be careful in that area because you will end up in the land of the stone giants. I was right over there and crested a hill, and suddenly there was a big old head looking back at me. I was very happy I had my invisibility turned on, or my stealth turned on. I'm not sure if we can get up this hill here or not. I don't think we can. Nope. Don't think we're going to be able to travel up that cliff. So I think I'm going to have to come back down and go back around the long way, back up that direction. So we'll travel on and see what we can do. Now, I have not. I was traveling up the stream there because I was hoping I'd find the place where we needed to dump those tears. But I didn't find anything that gave me a message, which I would assume would be something like, this would be a good place to dump Longbile's tears. Didn't see anything like that, so we will just continue along the base. I know there's a path up into the deeper areas of the Gardane settlement, back off over here to the right. I think beyond, what is it, the Gloaming Falls. Yeah, beyond the Gloaming Falls. We've got the even reels over here with the Swift Brook, but over here is the Gloaming Falls. Over near where we found Nat. Poor dead Nat, and got his backpack from him. So once we get over into this area, I have been collecting, just wanted to see whether I was invisible or not. I could not remember if I had my cloak on. Whether I was hiding, let's say that, sneaking. Let's try and stay in character. I have been collecting Lebathron branches and all. Alright, yes, here we go. Ooh, heavy Lebathron branches. I've got to grab those. Sorry, I can't pass them up. There we go, 5 logs. Alright. We're going to get this Gorge Stalker. We're going to do it the right way this time. Find weakness. Divert, which failed. And attack him. Use our ability right there, the aim, which means the next time we hit, it automatically kicks up the advantage, which kicks up double-edged strike. And look at those big damage. There we go. Taking out our 6th Gorge Stalker. Alright. So let's try here. See if we can travel on up that way. Now that we've actually reached their camp. And we'll see what the settlement looks like here. Needless to say, they've got a little, dressed the way they are, they have a lot of wolves and all with them as well. There's a soothsayer. I think I've got to take one of those out. But to take one of those out, I'd have to fight that wolf there along with him too. So we'll see if there won't be a slightly easier one further up the passage here. Those things that I need, they look like they're flickering. I wonder if it's just because they have fires with them or something. Yeah, these soothsayers ain't gonna be easy, are they? So seem to be surrounded by wolves and guards. You, however, are not. So I think you, we may be able to take without getting that tribesman over there. Oop. Saw that little thing. He was kinda noticing us. Yeah. He just refuses to be diverted. We'll try one more time here. Give it a few more seconds for the cooldown to wear off. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee in the meantime. Nothing like a nice dark roast coffee. There we go. We got him diverted. Let's take him. Good. The other tribesman didn't jump up. Crapola on you. Yep. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna riddle your butt. Fortunately, you're not really an animal, so we're gonna use this. I'm gonna use my burglar heal. And what do you know? We've got an even fight again. I don't know what this one is. Exploit opening. Sure. Let's stun him. Knock out that little thing you're doing there. I just can't stand it when y'all howl anyway. Right, that was another tribesman down. As you see, we've got 5 of 5 for one. Got 5 of 6 for the other. Okay, let's see if we can continue on up this way. Go back into sneak. I'm going to give it a few seconds for my riddle to come back up. That is a very useful tool. Between that and the hide in plain sight, those are two things that I really want to have available as I'm coming up here. Okay, I see I need to defeat some more gorge stalkers. I need to get a soothsayer. I'm going to take a look at what exactly we need. Okay, basket, spear, ward, stalker, soothsayer, pouches if we find some. We got to kill Garadane at the Even Rills. Apparently we haven't been far enough up there yet. I said I was trying to get when I crossed the Swift Brook, but that took me into the giant area. Wards, makeshift claws, we got those. We need to kill one more tribesman, and of course we need to find the hidden marker. So we do need another tribesman. All right. Let's see if we can do the same with you. Try to opening. Let's see if we can divert you and then take you down. Oh crap, that other guy's coming back now. Let's see. Can we take you out before he gets here? Yes. And go back to hiding. Yes, it's not realistic that you can knock these ones down. I've heard people complain about MMOs before, about how come you're killing this guy and the other guy is just standing there. It's like, well, yes, it's not realistic, but you'd have to have realistic distances. You'd really have to have all sorts of issues going on that just would not be available. It's like the other thing, are you going to want to carry an infinite amount of ammo? Are you going to want to have weight? You know, people that complain about realism in these games often don't. They only want the realism whenever it doesn't affect them too badly. Like, do you want realism of having realistic weights and encumbrances? Do you want to, have to travel around, slow you down because you're carrying 80 pounds of gear on your back? I don't. I think I'm gonna come a little further down the hill and take out this guy. Actually, bring makeshift claws back. Do I need any more? I need a soothsayer. Do I need any more tribesmen? Any more of the other guys? Let's take a look and see. So those two are good. Relics, basket, spear, ward, soothsayer. Yeah, alright, we don't need to really kill any more of the tribesmen and the gorge stalkers. So we need a soothsayer now. I'm wanting to say, from previous times I've been in here hunting, that there should be one soothsayer somewhere, kind of off on his own area. There's our stone marker that we've been looking for. Let's see if we can get around to it. There should be a soothsayer that we will be able to take. Hopefully not just maybe this guy, just him and his wolf. Alright, let's see what the stone marker says. The stone marker is surrounded by signs of digging. It once marked the location of treasure. It's surely been found. Marker bears an inscription. It's just like all the others. The inscription on this stone marker is barely legible, but these words can just be made out. The end of your search lies at the beginning. My treasure was always there, but you did not see. This new riddle may reveal the true location of the treasure. Well, the true location, the beginning, was either that, that marker there at the Four Kings? Is that the one? I think that must be the one that it's talking about. Well, let's see if we can take out this Gorge Stalker. And then we'll take out the Soothsayer. I'm gonna even throw a rock at him so that... Yeah, that way I don't... That way I don't attract the Soothsayer. I don't have to get too close up there. Yeah. You want to hit me, you're going to have to come down here where you can see me. Oh, there you go. Alright, we're going to heal up, let the damage effects go over. And then I am going to try and riddle the Soothsayer and take out his wolf. He may summon another one. He's a level 37, so he's going to be even with us. I know I've got something down here. Touch and go. That increases my evade chance. What was this again? Counter tricks. Okay. Alright. And startling twist. Alright, we're going to come up. We're going to riddle him. Take out that blasted wolf. Boy, he is a tough one. I'm glad he wasn't been banging away on me all this time. Two of them together would have been a most formidable task. Let's see if I can... Oh, he's going to summon another one. I knew he would. I think I may actually have interrupted him there. Okay, let's get the evade up. Oh, wow, okay. That wasn't bad at all. Definitely make sure you know what order to do it in. Make sure that you take out take out his pet first. Now let's see here. Hunting the Hunters and the Garridane. We actually have two ready to go. Plus we have that there and back again. So we are going to travel back down now to the even rails. It has been a while. Is this a fatal drop? It's an awful little Garridane down there. Looks like that one might kill us. Let's see if we can't make our way back down through the camp. This is the only one where it might be a little bit of touch and go. Alright, they didn't see us. So we are going to travel all the way back down to the Elfin camp, down at the very foot of this here, back over in that area, and we'll turn in these quests right quick. Okay, we've come all the way down the hill from way up yonder. Reach this boat which sits here for some reason. No idea why that's there. Maybe that was just a piece of scenery. Maybe it was tied into where Nat came from or somebody. Let's swim back across the Swift Brook, which goes on up in those falls there. And we'll have at least a couple of quests we can turn back in over here before we head out to see the there and back again. See if we can find the final solution to the riddle of the stone markers. Alright. So we got to talk to Erikael with Hunting the Hunters.
Megavonen.
It seems you have fought well against the Garridane, but from your descriptions of their savagery I realize that I have been hasty and foolish myself. Forgive me, I have fought a great many battles and lost many things I have cared for, and become something of a creature of habit. The way of the sword comes to my hand and thoughts as readily as breathing, and I fear it may always be so. I have misjudged the Garridane. They are feral and brutish, perhaps, but unlike the craven orcs and goblins, it seems they are yet unbowed and carry a great pride with them. They will not be cowed by such an assault. I will consult with Lithufian on the matter, for he is gentler and in his own manner a more clever elf than I, and certainly his mind is less clouded with thoughts of glory long lost. We will speak again shortly when I've had more time to consider our next course of action. Okay, so she doesn't have any more, does she? No, she doesn't. I guess you had to turn in a few of hers and maybe turn in a couple to her husband over here. Alright, so from here, we need to head back to Robin Dunkley over at Ostforad. So I'm going to grab the boat keeper. We will travel from him back to Tinadir. We'll take the boat back to Tinadir. I'll grab the stable at Tinadir up to Ostforad, and we'll see you when we get back over here to Robin. Alright, I actually decided I would not take the stable master back over to Ostforad because I remembered that we have this stone marker to check out one more time as well. So let's see what it says. Since it is back to the beginning. There and back again. You notice something you did not notice on your earlier examination of the stone marker. A small removable block from the rear of the marker itself. Inside the hollow space is a moldy book. So we need to bring it back to Kulang. Alright. Seems like every treasure I get up here is a moldy book or a shard of pottery. And yet these people are willing to kill and die over them. Hopefully someday Amazon and Barnes & Noble online can be invented and they won't have to keep fighting over their missing treasures and knowledge, and I don't think that can come a moment too soon. And once they invent the internet, these people are gonna crap themselves. Top of the hill once more, coming into Ostforad. Let's turn the corner, talk to Robin over here. Bring him the makeshift claws back. See if they say anything about them. 4 makeshift claws. This makeshift weapon is fashioned of sharp wolf claws and other primitive materials, but looks deadly indeed. Alright. Here are your claws.
It's a sorry day.
Mr. Cooper? These claws fill me with dread, Gnarlo. The Garadane are cruel indeed to hunt their own kin with these, for kin we are, despite the beast hides they wear and the bloodthirst they possess. I hope that Nat has found peace, and I thank you for avenging his memory. I have nearly finished remaking the statue of Elendil from the pieces you brought me, Gnarlo. I do not have all of the missing fragments, but some other adventurers are helping me search the camps of the tomb robbers for the pieces that remain. But that is not what I must speak with you about. I have received word from Calenglad. He has returned from his meeting with the Blue Lady of Nanuiel. Alright, so it looks like we have finally done enough side quests to get back on the epic again. Calenglad wants you to return to him at once, so he may tell him of his meeting with the Blue Lady. Do not delay, Gnarlo. You have been a great help to me and have done much good for the people of Ostforad. I hope to see you again, but for now you should return to Tinadir and speak with Calenglad. Alright, excellent. So that is where we are going to leave off. Next time we are going to go and talk to Calenglad and go to Kulang as well. Take him his book, see what Calenglad said or found out from the Blue Lady. And continue the quest to get the gemstones that we need to reforge Narsil. Yes, that is the quest we're on, isn't it? That's why we got sent here from Rivendell. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're taking part in the Farmers Fest, if that's your sort of thing. And hope you're enjoying your weekend. So we'll see you next time. I'm going to try and get another episode up later today. I know every time I say that, real life gets in the way, and the next thing you know, my plans get shoved to the side, but we are going to try and do that. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.